Hi there, welcome to day 6 of our stretching series. Today is another mix of flexibility and mobility, so it's a little bit of a shorter routine and it might get your heart beating a little bit because we're going to focus on flowing through different movements, not just static stretching the entire time. While that does have its place and I do think it's necessary, especially if you're a dancer, mobility is also really important. You got to be able to move between the position. We are going to begin with our legs pretty far apart, and we're going to do some deep plies or just bends of the knees. You can reach your arms out long like me or keep them into the center, and we're going to go down, bending those knees and then straightening up, trying to reach those knees over the toes, bending down, making sure your hips go straight down between your legs, your chest stays up tall again, and coming up. Let's take 2 more here. This is encouraging a little bit of ankle mobility as well as hip warmth. Let's take 1 more, and on this one I want you to hold it down at the bottom. We can actually put our hands onto our knees and sink a little bit deeper into this stretch. And my legs are pretty wide apart, as you can see right now. They should be wide enough apart that if I want to gently rock myself over to one side, I can almost straighten this leg without my other foot or without my other knee going too far over my toe. So I'm just gonna slowly do that back and forth, going side to side. These are like almost Cossack squats. Is that how you pronounce that? It's almost like the spider stretch that I normally do if you're a follower of this channel. So now go ahead and actually bring your legs even further apart and sink over into one side. You can put your hands down onto the floor. And we're gonna hold here for a second or two before pushing over to the other side. And if you wanna make this more of a strength workout, you can actually just do this without your hands. But I just did a workout, so I don't feel like doing that right now. I can show you though it would look like from here, pushing over to the other side. So just keep switching here, right and left. You're not going too quickly, but you're just gently opening up those hips. Let's do 1 more before straightening those legs up. Just hanging over nice and heavy. You can bring the feet in a little bit closer. They're still pretty wide, but now I just want you to hang over those legs. Give them a tiny break. Relaxing the back of that head and the spine and the neck. Down towards the floor. You want to reach over to your left leg. Grab onto it with your right arm, onto your ankle, and then reach that opposite arm up toward the sky. So you're twisting up while lengthening that hamstring. And then we're gonna go over to the other side, over to the right, twisting out and up. And bringing it back to the center. From here, grab onto your elbows so that you're dangling, hanging over those legs, and just draw tiny little figure 8s with your upper body. Nothing too quick, but just sort of opening up those legs, letting gravity help you out. Okay, bring those feet in close to each other into a pike. So your legs are just straight underneath you, I guess I should say. And we're just gonna hang here. Hang heavy and long. Deep breath in. And breathe out. I'm gonna turn my body to make it easier for you to see me here. I want you to walk your feet back so that you're in a downward dog now. And just press here through those heels, lengthening that spine, hips up in the air. And from here, adjust your hands as you need to. Bring up one leg into the air. So go ahead and bring your right leg up. Hold it here for a second, and then just touch it back down. Place it back into your downward dog. And do the other side. So bring that left leg up towards the sky as high as you can, and then bringing it back down. Let's do that again on the right. Right leg comes up in the air, and then down back to the floor. Last one on the left. Left leg up to the sky, and back to downward dog. Let's go ahead and walk our hands and our feet back together into a pike, holding here. Let's do a little bit of a calf stretch and more hamstrings. So I want you to bend only your right leg, and your left leg should stay straight, and you're just hanging over. That should deepen the stretch that you get in the hamstring and the calf. Deep breaths. And then switch those legs. So bend your other leg. I don't know which one I told you to do first. Straighten the other one. Still relaxing through the spine. And straightening those legs up. Let's take a seat down onto the floor now. Legs. Let's see. Let's have our legs just right here. How do you describe this? You're just sitting with your feet propped up. Your knees are bent. My hands are still up. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let my hips gently, or not my hips, I'm gonna let my knees fall down to one side. Then I'm gonna pick them back up and bring them to the center. And they might not go all the way down, but that's okay. We're gonna work our way there. So you're keeping your body as it is and letting those hips drop. And then bringing them straight up. You might not get this far, or you might get further, and that's all totally okay. Do whatever you need. Bring those legs back up. And again. And up. This time, I want you to sit those legs into kind of this Z sit position. So both of them are bent, but one of them is a little bit further behind you. Let me turn so you can see that a little bit better. One leg's bent in front, one leg's bent behind. And I'm gonna face you guys. Because now what we're gonna do is switch them. So you're over on one side, you're gonna pick those knees up and switch it to the other side. And try that again. Pick those knees up and a switch. Let's do a couple more of those. Knees come up and you switch. Last one, knees come up and you switch. Bring your legs together, crossing your right leg over your left on top, and then reaching forward to stretch out the glutes. And then coming up, we're gonna switch to the other side. One leg over the other, reaching forward. And relaxing out of that. Let's open our legs up and out into a straddle. Reach your arms nice and long and reach over to one side. From here, turn your body and face your knee, nose to knee. And then walk your hands toward the inside of your leg, kind of at the diagonal. And slowly coming up, we're gonna reach toward the other side. And then go nose to knee. Sorry for my yawn. I get so relaxed when I'm stretching sometimes, it makes me sleepy. Okay, and then we're gonna reach toward the inside of our leg. Come on up. Let's walk our hands forward. Make sure you breathe deeply here to let those muscles relax, but also make sure that your legs stay turned out, so your knees should be facing up towards the ceiling. Don't let your legs roll in. And let's slowly bring ourselves up. We're gonna make our way over to a lunge on one side. I'm gonna lunge on my right leg first. Doing a runner's lunge. From here, we're gonna go through this little flow of bringing our hands up to our knee. So go ahead and meet me here. And then we're gonna straighten our arms up by our ears, nice and long. From here, I want you to twist your back foot so it's parallel to, if you're on a mat, your mat, into a warrior two, and reach long over your front leg. Then bring your front arm down onto your elbow, reach the other arm nice and long across. And let's bring it back, straighten those arms out, twisting back down to your runner's lunge. Let's drop that knee for just a moment. Deep breath in, and deep breath out. Try and reach back and grab that back foot. And then we're gonna drop it back down. Straighten it into a lunge. Let's straighten our knees up. So we've got this fully straight leg situation. And I want you to twist and turn your whole entire body so that you're on the other side. And we're gonna do that flow on the other side. So dropping it into a lunge. Runner's lunge with the hand on the floor. And then bringing both hands up to your knee. And then straightening the arms up by your ears. Twisting that back heel so you're in a warrior. Reaching long over the front knee. Fingertips are long. Bending your front arm. Elbow goes to the knee and you reach long. And you come back up to warrior. Twist it back into a lunge. Drop that knee down and hold. Then reach back, grab onto your back foot. And releasing it down. Back to runners, then straightening that leg up. Stay right here in this position here. You're kind of in a triangle. I want you to try and pick up the heel on the back foot. So you're up on those toes, you're up on releve. You're getting a little bit closer towards the front leg. And lower it back down. We're gonna try that again. Picking up the heel, coming a bit closer to your front leg. And then lowering the heel back down. This next time we're gonna actually come all the way up to our toes. So point that entire foot. Back foot is pointed off of the floor, or you should be able to gently take it off the floor. And then let's bring it up into a bent position up behind us. So it's like you're doing a half of a split in the air with one leg bent. And then from here, try and straighten out that leg. Bring it as high as you can, and then lower it back down. Twist all the way over to the other side, hanging over those legs. Deep breath in, and exhale. Let's releve the back foot, so bring that heel up. And lower it back down. Again, bring up that heel. Try and get yourself a little bit closer to that front leg. And then lowering it back down. We're now going to point the entire foot and bring it up, bent behind us, lifting it up. Holding here for one more breath. And then try and straighten it out and up. And lower it back down. Hang here for just a second. And then find your way down to the floor again, into a pigeon pose, bringing your right leg in front and bent. Left leg shoots straight behind you. We're just gonna hold here for a few breaths. We won't be here too long. But feel that hip pressing down in toward the floor. And then I want you to try and just sit down on that bottom, twist to the other side into your other pigeon pose. Make sure whatever leg is extended behind you, that it truly is behind you, that it's not splayed out to the side. And relax that down. Bring our legs in front of us in a pike. Reach forward, grab your opposite foot with the opposite arm. So like grab your right foot with your left arm and pull it up towards you. Keeping your chest and your back tall and long. If you want to open up your opposite arm, you can also do that. And gently lower it down. Switch to the other side. Bring that leg up. Chest and back are long. And you're reaching. And release. Take a nice deep stretch forward over those legs. Maybe roll your neck a little bit here. And then slowly roll that head all the way back up. Hopefully this was a nice little quick stretch and mobility work out for you. I don't know how to speak English today. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to have you back for tomorrow's video. It's the last one of this week. Hope you've been enjoying this series, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!